On a gloomy night, I was walking on an ancient stone bridge in the countryside. This bridge spans a wide river and connects two isolated villages. When night falls and silence surrounds, no one walks here anymore. Just as I tried to investigate the source, I suddenly felt a chill from behind. I turned my head, and a dark figure appeared at the other end of the bridge. The figure appeared so suddenly, as if it had frozen in the air in an instant. The strange figure moved in the mist and shadow, gradually approaching me. My heart was beating fast, filled with deep fear. But my deep-rooted curiosity made me stay, trying to see clearly what the figure was. As I approached, I saw the shape of the figure forming in the mist. It was an old man, hunched over, staring at me quietly. His eyes were sad and fearful. Then, he suddenly spread his arms, his mouth murmured words I didn't understand. Following that, he slowly faded before my eyes, turning into a scattering fog. Suddenly, I heard a strange sound coming from the end of the bridge. It sounded like a soft humming, like a lullaby, getting closer and closer. I looked around, but there was only the endless darkness and the lonely old bridge under my feet. I was stunned, trying to make sense of what had just happened. I started to back away without a clue, and then decided to quickly leave the bridge. I took one last look at the place where he disappeared, then ran back in panic. I rushed back to the village, gasping for breath and covered with cold sweat. I told the elders in the village about what I had experienced, and their faces turned pale. They then told me the history of the stone bridge. Apparently, a tragic accident had occurred on that bridge decades ago, where an old man mysteriously disappeared and was never seen again. Since then, I never walked across the stone bridge again. However, every time I passed that bridge, I could hear the old man's murmuring. The bridge, the phantom of the old man, and the eerie sound he made have been imprinted in the recesses of my subconscious ever since. This experience made me realize that even in the environment we are familiar with, there may exist things that we can't understand or explain. I kept the experience of that night in my mind, which became a warning to me, making me realize that the world is more wonderful and unknown than it seems.